Hey, I'm Mark Levitt, and welcome to my web series, Bad Lyrics. Today, my feature in focus is the band 10cc, and their hit, I'm Not in Love. Let's begin. So anyway, to start out with, I have a real bad relationship with this song, okay? I used to live in the Turtle Bay area of Manhattan. I used to live in a studio apartment. And next door, every night, there was basically this couple who would fuck their brains out while this song would play. So they would fuck their brains out while 10cc's I'm Not in Love was playing on a continuous loop. It was really annoying. This guy who lived next door was a real hump. Picture a real humpy guy, and I never saw the woman he was with, but they would go at it every night while I was trying to sleep next door to the song, like I said, and they made some really bizarre kind of sex sounds. It was really loud and obnoxious. I don't know, picture if you just suddenly surprised a nest of howler monkeys. Maybe it would go something like this. I don't know. I mean, that's what it pretty much sounded like. So anyway, it was pretty gross, pretty disgusting, and it was hard to sleep. So anyway, I have a real bad relationship with this song, so I didn't approach it on the right foot maybe to begin with, but somehow I don't think this song is a classic love song in the true tradition, nor do I think it will be adopted by the Me Too movement. I seriously doubt it. If you listen to the lyrics, and it's amazing to me that the couple would repeatedly make love every night while the song would play, considering the song is a terrible love song. It really is really kind of misogynistic. But anyway, let me get into it. Let me start reading it so you see what I mean. Okay. The first part of the song sets the protagonist up in the song as a real douchebag. Just listen to these lyrics, okay? I'm not in love, so don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. And just because I call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you've got it made. I'm not in love, no, it's because. I mean, isn't this first stanza a great recipe to melt any woman's heart? I mean, really, you start out by saying, you know, I'm not in love with you, and then you follow it up, you cushion the blow with a strong reprimand. I'm not in love with you, so don't forget it. Don't you forget it, okay? And then you just call it a silly phase, okay? And then you caution this girl not to think that she has it made. You know, after you've said you're not in love with her, it's a silly phase, you know, don't get spoiled now. And then you say, well, you know, it doesn't make any sense, right? Let's go on. Let's continue with the rest of the song, okay? Okay. I'd like to see you again, but then again, that doesn't mean you mean that much to me. So if I call you, don't make a fuss. Don't tell your friends about the two of us. I'm not in love, no, it's because. Well, he's obviously really doing a number on this girl, isn't he? He's like keeping her at arm's length. He's shattering her self-esteem. I mean, this is, like I said in the beginning, this is not going to be adopted by the Me Too movement as their national anthem. It's really not. I don't even know why he made such you know, dick-like lyrics anyway. But anyway, let's go on. Now, actually, here's where the song really starts to get interesting and really a little more than a little bit gross if you listen to the lyrics. So listen very carefully to this stanza. I keep your picture upon the wall. It hides a nasty stain that's lying there. So don't you ask me to give it back. I know you know it doesn't mean that much to me. I'm not in love, no, it's because. So here he's telling the girl, okay, that he keeps a picture of her on his wall because it's hiding a nasty stain. Now, if a guy's looking at a picture of a girl on a wall at night and it's hiding a stain, I mean, you don't need to put two and two together. I mean, you pretty much know what the stain is. You have a pretty good idea of what it could be anyway. You don't say, I look at your picture night after night, and it hides a gigantic stain, and it's ambiguous. It's not ambiguous. It's really not ambiguous. Okay? It's pretty gross, right? And it's not clear in the song why, if the painting is over a stain, why he doesn't do anything to, I don't know, cover it up. He doesn't take any steps. There's a lot of, heavy duty cleaners out there that he can use. Really, state of the art cleansers and things like that. He could really scour it out. I mean, he doesn't do it. Nor does he even paint over it. He just keeps the painting up on the wall. I guess it's better than actually making the stain a painting. That would be, I guess he's a little better than that. He's trying to pass it off as some kind of obscure Jackson Pollock or something. But anyway, it's still pretty gross, right? It's still pretty disgusting. This guy's not exactly a class act, is he, folks? He really isn't. Nor does he have a genius for home decoration. That's not clear here. I wonder if this, I wonder if this girl ever let him decorate her home in the Hamptons after, hanging a picture over a stain. I don't think it was a winning endorsement. Then later in the stanza, he suddenly adds, kind of bizarrely, at the end of it, so now don't ask me to give it back. But I mean, after what he just said, why would she ask for the painting back? It was over, this gigantic, disgusting stain. Does she want some kind of a sick memento? Is she trying to pull some kind of a Monica Lewinsky? It doesn't really make any sense. Anyhow, after reading the rest of the song, is just like, I'm not in love, I'm not in love. It's just a repeat of what I read so far. And this 10cc tune just constitutes a really crappy romantic ballad. There's no way you could read it different. It's totally messed up lyrics. I can't imagine why the couple next door decided to make it their sex song unless they were just hate fucking or something. Then I guess it would make some kind of sense. But because it doesn't here. Still, they had no right blasting it next door every night while I was trying to sleep. They were both inconsiderate and tone deaf. Hopefully they finally decided to change their tune and put on something else. Anyhow, today I've been Mark Levitt, your host, for another exciting episode of Bad Lyrics. I'll see you next time, and I leave you with the music of the Howler Monkeys.